Hi everyone, my name is Denis Gursky. I represent SocialBoost NGO, which is the organizer of Social Entrepreneurship Hackathon, which is focused on socially meaningful projects, which are partially based on open data. And we're really happy to present here on stage our folks were working on those projects for a couple of days over there on the second floor. And in my opinion, the results are very exciting. We have selected 10 projects out of more than 60 ideas that were submitted to our contest. That's basically the process that took a couple of months before the actual event. And we had more than 100 registrations of people who wanted to be useful and who wanted to participate in the event as basically participants, coders, designers, geeks, whatever. So we've got 10 brilliant teams who are working for 48 hours. Thanks for the support of IDCEE, Focus Magazine, and International Renaissance Foundation, also Microsoft. We've got a nice prize fund for everyone, which is 100,000 hryvnia in cash, and also programs which are called BizSpark to 3 first places from Microsoft. We will also accept those winners which take the first, second, and third place to Social Boost Acceleration Program and help those projects to be developed, to find good peers among commercial companies, government, and international partners. I won't take a long time. I'd like to give a stage to projects that were working in the groups for a couple of days. And the first group represent the project which is called 4-Car Trip. And I would like to welcome the author of the project who will present you the idea and make short demo. We will have 5-minute presentations that will be followed up by brief questions from judges. And before actually giving a word to this guy, I'd like to present the judges committee which we have here. And basically I'll start from right to left. We have Mikhail Shmilov, who represents Microsoft. We also have the representative of IDCEE, and we will be really happy to have nice votes from you about and your opinion about what we have here. Evelyn Buchatsky, who was mentoring projects and giving some advice on how to structure their presentation, and who represents Techstars here. And we also have the representative from Focus Magazine, who will basically give their opinion on if the project is viable or not. And I'll be judging projects as well. I was not too much into work during these couple of days. So hopefully we'll have one score board that will determine the fate of those projects. So 5 minutes, I'll be making the time tracking and sitting over there. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Denis. Good morning, team. Good morning, people. Is everyone from here who have car? Who have car? Please take your hand to the up. Why so lazy? Thank you very much. You should be more patient because this is a service for you. So first of all, I'd like to present you our project 4-Car Trip. This is one of the part of the projects for drivers, and from scratch I give you a little bit analytics. This is statistic how much growing dollar and gas pricing in Ukraine from the 28 to 20 from now. This is how much money expectedly people spend, drivers spend for driving in Ukraine, approximately. And the green is for electric cars, yellow is for common gas. I give you some, this me, because my car's volume is about 3 years and 20 liters per 100 kilometers. I give you some interesting story for me. Let's assume that everyone from you and someone from you is driving to Odessa. It's a very good city. And how much it costs this driver? For me, it costs about 700 hryvnias because I have a big car. Let's assume, you just imagine that it will cost less and about 500 hryvnias and even 16 if you have electric cars. And without waiting in a line on the station because it takes time and you're wasting time, and in line when you're ordering food in some restaurants. Okay, what we're proposing. We have some technical solutions that we can provide, and the first one, it will be mobile and web application to find easy and fast find chargers for electric cars and to find the cheapest price for the gas for your car. Plus, we can create, and we have created the payment service that you can pay for the car. The second is identification when your car, when you don't have small reserve for your car, and you can find the nearest charge station. Next one is to create the path, predefine your, to find the stations on your path and promote the loyalty cards of the gas stations and priority stations in the coffee to make it faster and easier. The second one, our target audience, it's people who have cars. It's a fuel, gas, and electric cars, and the station and cafes which have some charger stations. Next one is our monetization model. First of all, it's fees. When some person pays something from us for charger, sorry, it's fees 10%, then advertisement, then gas and station cafe, because we can provide them more additional information about them, advertisement, etc., etc. Layout card system and connecting car washes, because it will be an additional service that will be useful for drivers. Next one is competitors. We have a lot of competitors in Europe, in America, and local one, but they have one list of charges and don't have any additional services, some suggestions, some analytics on the market that we have in Ukraine. Advantages. First of all, we create iOS application for your part, and it will be very easy to use it. The second, we have all stations in one place. It's very comfortable and easy and the same. Easy to promote small managed parkings and stations because they are small. They don't have money to promotion. That's why our service can help you market. Open API to integrate with navigations. Why it's good? Because we think globally. All information about service and cafes, additional information for promotion, create a cheapest pass and discuss one place in one car. There are some mockups. I can show you everything for my application. This is for another people. This is iPad mockups. Okay, this is a landing page you can find just opening 4cartrip.com, what we have already done. This is our MVP that we wanted to do from start. The solution for management, for administration, for small parkings, for small cafes and parking stations, administration system. The second one, easy way to find something, find charger stations, and iOS app and connection loyalty cards in one place. Because, for example, I'm using Oco, Clo, and different stations, and I have a lot of cards. I wanted to have it in one place. We have a team. We have a good team with strong knowledge, experience in IT and developing applications. And we have partners and advisors. All advisors are real advisors. Olga Verhun is from Oco. I have already talked with her, and she is interested in our project. Kravets provides us processing system. Roman Khmili, he is Road UA. Shishkin from government, from Lviv. And Olga Bajun, he is chief position municipal. We already talked with she, and she asked us to take part in round table. It will be in November with this project and this parking. Thanks.
All right, cool.
That's all. Thanks.
Thank you. So that was a demo of mockups, and that's it, right?
Yes. No. We have not only mockups. I have application, but I have it on Notepad. So.
Okay. So when you go here, just make sure you pass the iPad to judges.
Second. I give you it. You can take it a look.
Any questions from judges?
Please don't hesitate, ask questions. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm first, sorry.
Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you very much.
My question is, I don't understand clearly what is the social mission of your business. It looks like a business a bit.
Yes, it's business and social. If you remember my first slide, so how is going the price for the cars, and really, if you don't know the cheapest price in the stations, gas stations, and you don't have a card loyalty and etc. some discount system, so you overprice for the gas. Plus, we wanted to promote electric cars. We don't have Ukrainian infrastructure, and we wanted to show that it is possible, for example, from Kyiv to Odessa, go using common electric cars, which have a range about 100 kilometers, because there are some stations, and it is possible to charge in that stations. So this is social part. And ecological, social, you save your money, you save ecological, and you're happy.
Okay, thank you. Any more questions?
Guys, come on.
Not today. Thank you very much.
Thank you much. Bye.
All right, so the next service which we'll be presenting on the stage is called Kick Social.
Hi, my name is Maxim, and I want to present you a Kick Social project. Kick Social is a crowdfunding platform for charity projects and target donations. This is it, guys. Do you want to help these children? But if you know that this is fakes, does it hurt you? And actually, this is a problem for all charity projects, the lack of trust. Kick Social, it's basically a Kickstarter for a social project. We will validate all projects that are submitted for our site. And what's more important, we will give a continuous feedback to backers of the project on the project progress. Also, we create a convenient tool for the acceptors to collect donations. And during this hackathon, during these 2 days, we create a MVP product. And I want to show you a demo. On the main page, you can see information about the site and also the popular project that's currently running. On the project page, you can see video of the project and detailed information about the founder or author and the project, and progress on that project. I really like this project, so I want to donate and support it. I will leave my email to stay tuned with the project progress. Also, I can see all projects that are submitted to the site and the success story there. It was a short demo. But during this hackathon, we bring a good team that make it live. And actually, we think that we create a public-ready demo or prototype of this project. So we take advantage of the technologies that provided to us, and we publish this site to the cloud. And also, we make a short video about each project that is currently competing in this hackathon and tell their stories on our site. So if you visit kicksocial.org, and you can review this story and review these videos, and you can make a virtual donation to support them. Thank you.
Thanks. Frankly speaking, I think that could be a nice idea to demonstrate this video at the pitch, but we don't have time for it already.
Yeah, the time is very short, so you can go to the site and see it.
The question from me, why didn't you take any kind of pre-programmed plugin or whatever it is just to compile this project based on some existing parts, just to make it quicker, not to code those 3 or 5 pages by yourself?
Actually, we take it's not our first project, and actually we have a good engine for the sites that we're using on our old projects, and we have an engine for receiving the payments from the processor. So basically, we take advantage of the existing technology, and we take advantage of the Azure and all cloud technologies that we have experienced on previous projects. So basically, yeah, we do that, but on our own engine.
Okay, thanks. Any more questions? No more questions. Thank you very much. So I'd like to invite a visualized eco situation of pollution or something like that. Did you come up with shorter name?
Hello, my name is Alexei. I'm happy to stay here today. and I am as well happy to be a part of such a project as EcoNow. At the beginning of this project, I and my friends, my colleagues, were really concerned about the ecological situation in Ukraine. Both ecological situation in Ukraine and the state of data, which is collected by state institutions and is partly available for public. So the data which is collected by state institutions is not public, and it's the main problem as we think. So ecological data is in huge trouble. So what we have now in Ukraine regarding the ecological situation and the gathering of data regarding this is very limited access. It is the first point. The second point is that all the maps, all the alternative solutions, alternative to our, have not very good quality. For example, all the maps in books, etc., they are loud. They have very loud definition. And the third and the most significant point is doubtfulness of information, because I'd like to show you a table that we got from the government. They provided it. It represents the carbon dioxide emission in different cities throughout Ukraine. If you look attentively, you may notice that the values are absolutely the same. So it's there's something of copy-paste here. It is obvious, and that is not good, I think. So what we can suggest? Our solution is a very high-definition map, which is extremely interactive, and you'll be able to apply a few filters on it. For example, carbon dioxide emission throughout Ukraine, water pollution, and general pollution. And it's only the beginning. By the way, this prototype is already on the web. You can just visit the website and browse through it. But actually, we have grandiose plans as well. These are eco routes, standalone sensors, and crowd collecting. So, in details, the first eco routes. There is a slight problem when you, for example, want to go jogging in the morning, but you cannot choose like the track where to run. And we want to provide this service which will like compose the track for a runner, absolutely safe and clean track with no pollution. Through the park, for example, which will be good for health as well. The second plan is to place standalone sensors in the city, and they will measure the pollution in different areas of the city. And this data will be available in live mode on our website. For example, you'll be able to compare, for example, Monday with Wednesday in Kiev in the morning. That's great. And the third point, the last point, is crowd collected data. We want the people, our users, we want them to help us gather the data, and as well we want to help them acquire data from the government they want. For example, if some of you wants to get some ecological data from the Ukrainian government, we will help you with this. So some sort of automatization. And to sum up, when we have a lot of data, we want to make very nice infographics for each district in Kiev. That's how it will look like. So please open the website. We'll show you already how it looks like. So this is the website. You can zoom in and zoom out. You can browse through general pollution, carbon dioxide pollution, and water pollution. It is as for now. And when you're eco-friendly, and I think you're eco-friendly, you can click on that button. Please click, and play a small game. Use arrows to control the rubbish bin, please. Arrows on the keyboard. Yeah. This is our small game to encourage people to be a bit more eco-friendly. Your aim is to save the ecological situation in Ukraine. There's a small bar on the right side, and you should make it green like...
All right, we're running out of time. Can you hear me? So we are running out of time. And
thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Any questions?
The question, as a separate criteria, we have a user experience. And apart from the game, well, I don't clearly think that most of people understood what kind of user experience you give people. So that's just the map and that's it?
No, that's not just the map. That's, for example, if you plan to move into another city, you can use our map, our service, to choose the most clean and the most safe parts of another city, for example. You can compare different districts of the city, which is cleaner, which is more dirty, for example.
How are you planning to cover capital and operating costs for the project?
Excuse me, come again.
Sustainability of the project. Somebody needs to cover capital costs associated with installing the sensors, I suppose, and also operating, the project.
It will be. We plan to hire a few people with bicycles, and they will ride through the city with these sensors and and collect data.
So there's a capital cost and an operating cost associated with doing that. And who's going to cover that? Who's going to pay?
Yeah, we need some money for that, and so we want to acquire some grants for it. In order to purchase sensors and hire at least a few people.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
The next project is called the Map of Underground Communications.
Раз. Не? One. 1, 2, 1. Okay. Hello. My name is Yuri Antashuk, and today I'm with my friend and colleague Ivan Bulankin, and now we will present you project. We'll annually save the city more than 1 million hryvnia and save people's lives every year. So we call the project simply Underground Communications City Map. It's a familiar view of the city for you on the online map. But the city, it's not just what you see above, buildings, roads, parks, city that's hundreds of thousands of kilometers of underground utilities, canalizations, gutters, heating systems, gas pipeline. And so just like this, the city looks underground. Every year, utilities and state-owned enterprises such as water utility, power companies, heat, electricity, and other suffers from loss of hundreds of thousands of hryvnias. The reason is every company has a map of their communications only, and during the repair work, they often damage communications of other structures. And there is no consolidated map of all communications to which all enterprises have access. On the other side, residents of the city who want to build something to the house, build a garage or pave the additional communications, must obtain a certificate with the appropriate authority of the place of residence about underground communications. And then, in addition, to pass a reconciliation of these communications and find out of their position correctly in all utilities, water utility, heat company, and other. The certificate is worth some money, and the procedure takes a long time because of the bureaucratic system. Sometimes it's necessary to speed up the bureaucratic system to give money. That's why people do not always pass all the above procedure. That at best way results to damage of communications for tens and hundreds of thousands of hryvnia, and in the worst case, to death, for example, because of electrical cables damage. Service that we develop provides for the establishment of the consolidated map of all underground utilities and public and private utilities in the form of layers on the map: water, sewage, heating mains, gas, power cables, and other will be deposited. Access to this map all of these companies will have. On the basis of the City Council up, a special department will be created that will be responsible for it and will administrate the system. Residents of the city will be able to get online help on interesting objects. Such systems are already successfully operating in some European countries, the United Kingdom and France. In Ukraine, such a system isn't represented at all. In 2009, Russia was trying to create a similar map of communication in Moscow, but the project hasn't yet been put into operation. Why we will be able to implement the project? We already have experience in the implementation and development of such a project on the scale of the city, Kherson map of districts. Experience of implementation is already adopted by other cities of Ukraine. The idea is supported by the directors of the relevant enterprises and the deputies. Our NGO is the first public organization in Ukraine which joined the program Google Maps Engine Public Data Program and received a license to use all the resources of the program. So the prototype of our system looks like that. Our beta version, which we... Okay. Noting the corresponding layer on the map, communication with information on them that are interested are displayed, such as marking, installation depth, and other. The slide, please. Yes, thank you. The project consists of 4 stages. 4 stages. The first stage, receiving of all communications and making them digitized. Many communications are still only on paper. The step 2, application communication in the form of layers on the map. The stage 4, the creation of online requests for the city residents. And the stage 4, which runs parallel to the previous, the formation of the department on the basis of the city council, which will adopt and administrate the system. And this is 4 steps. And this platform will significantly reduce the financial losses of the state, utilities, and public enterprises, and will help to avoid the bureaucratic system for the city residents and save lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've got a question from Microsoft.
Thank you for a good presentation. Tell me, please, what about what plans do you have about collecting the data, and what about the classified data, which they are really? You know that communications sometimes are classified data.
Yes, thank you. The information which we will put on the map is the official information from the such structures. If I understand, because my English not very well, unfortunately.
No, classified information, it's конфиденциально, грифованное.
Yes, this is a good question. About verification, about how the people who would like to take information from the system, how this system will verify them. So each resident receives an invoice for payment of utilities. In the system of the enterprises, owners of plots, houses will be assigned a corresponding unique code by which he will be verified in the system and receive online help about underground utilities. So the people will take information only about their house.
Okay, good. Any more questions?
Thank you for your presentation. Do you have any support from government?
Yes, we have support from our, I and Ivan, we are from Kherson, and we have support from the directors of that companies and from deputies. So we have already worked on that project only 4 or 5 months, and yes.
Okay, obviously you've got some support. Thank you very much for the presentation.
Thank you.
The next project I'd like to invite to the stage is called Splace.
Okay. Hello, my name is Taras, and earlier today, when I was checking my mailbox in the house where I live, I got plenty of printed advertising. I prefer to put it in the trash can, but there is no trash can in my house or in the yard near it. So I can afford to buy one for myself and for my neighbors. But this will be only a drop in the ocean. And I think people should get together to solve things globally. And to solve this problem and to change the way things are done in Kiev and many other cities, we created Splace. Splace is a mobile application that allows to donate money and collect petitions or votes for installing small infrastructure elements in the city. and my colleague Oleg will explain how it works.
Are you ready with the video? Okay, let's roll. So the application is fairly simple. At the first glance, you will see a map with the projects that have been already added. For instance, a bicycle parking near Olympijski Stadium. Here you can see all the details. Can you roll back for a few frames? No, you can't. Well, on that screen, you could see all the details, how it looks, how much it costs, how the progress of funding is going. You can make a donation from the screen, but I need a video. Okay. So, yeah, as you can see, you choose a point in the map. Here are all the details. Name, look, crowdfunding progress, and you can make a donation right from here. So let's go back and create a new project. So how you do it? You find exact spot on the map that you want. For instance, here near Olympijski Stadium. And you add the mark, and as you can see, we have a variety of stuff. But what I have in mind, because I've been on my feet all the days long, is a nice place to sit, so let's go with a bench. It's a new project. Here you can see how much it will cost. You can name it, so you can distinguish it. You can make initial donation, which is by default 50 hryvnias. So let's just create it. Now it's on a map. All the details here, your name, your initial donation, but let's pledge some more money. Right, send for contribution, money been added, and that's basically it. Of course, we plan to add more features. For instance, we plan to let you choose the design of different benches, different bicycle parkings, and stuff like that. But you can test what we have done in your hands with the two mobile phones that my colleagues will provide to you. And Taras will continue with his presentation. Thank you for attention.
So, 1, 2, 3. We're continuing. Our app strengthens the ability to collaborate between neighbors and other members of communities. It engages people to change their city as if they are owners of their own city. This is a bottom-up approach. The initiative and funds come from people to government. And the best part is it can be spread worldwide in any city. Promotion. Our target audience is active people who are aware of city problems and use smartphones. And we promote our project online and offline. And the main thing is income. Many companies spend their money willing to help citizens, and they put different things in the city. But not all the projects are successful. We remember the Lipton advertising, the cups with the flowers are okay, but when they put these tea bags in the parks, they look awful. So we will help companies to know where citizens need their assistance, and we will produce and install desired objects for them. Here are, to sum up, the government doesn't spend budget money. People get what they want where they want, and business in the end targets audience better and doesn't make image failures. Here are our partners. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The only question I have is what's the working background of you and your colleague?
My colleague Oleg is iOS developer, and I'm a journalist and co-owner of the online magazine of urbanism.
All right, good. Any more questions? No more questions. Thank you for the presentation. Thanks. Smart Mall is the name of the next project. Smart Mall. Just remember that you have 5 minutes, all right?
So the aim of our project is to form public opinion on ecological norms in service sector. We see such problem as poor comfort in malls due to failure to meet ecological norms in cleanliness, landscaping, and waste utilization. What are our steps to make Smart Mall real? The first step will be creation of mobile app, and it will be the main tool for ranking malls by visitors, and our participation at this hackathon dedicated to the creation of this particular step. The second step will be create ranked malls database, and also we are going to invite professional experts for adequate assessment and specification of data, which will be obtained from users of mobile app Smart Mall. So we indicate such evaluation criteria at our mobile app, like availability of trash bins with waste management bins. We see comfortability, landscaping, availability of bicycle parking stations, rational use of resources, and clear navigation. We divide our target audience into two major groups. The first group contain people who attend malls regularly, shopaholics and geeks. The second group contain eco-activists, professional experts and constructors. So we have such partners as Zavtroye Foundation, Green Incubator, Kyiv Cyclist Association, and media like Dream Kyiv and Khmarachos. We will utilize existing and necessary resources. Existing resources include mobile app developer, server-side developer, ranking, and VPS. And necessary resources include designer, PR and media, marketing experts, and also cash investments. So a month ago, we created Google form for creation of pre-ranking of malls in Kyiv, and we still gather information from other Ukrainian cities and the results of our work presented on this slide. It's our team, just to be awareness about our young and creation group, and this project was created at the Climate Change Camp 2nd in August 2015. So take a look at our prototype. It's a start page of our mobile app Smart Mall. Click please start. First stage is select country. You can select Ukraine or add another new country. The second stage is choose city. It's Kyiv, Lviv, or others. You also can add another city too. The third part is when you choose particular city, you can choose particular mall in this city. Then you have 5 evaluation criteria, and at the top of the mobile app, you can see real-time progress of this app. Then you can estimate your points at each of these evaluation criteria and accept this result. After this, you can see a rating in of the particular malls in your city. Please click here. It's our pre-ranking that based on the Google form which we were creating a month ago, and it's overall like point. And we also will use different types of maybe experts and also analytics to help us in evaluation of each criteria in our step correctly. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Any questions from judges? Not now. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let me invite the next project, which is called Volunteer Social Network. Just remember, guys, that you have 5 minutes, okay?
Ladies, gentlemen, every one of us had a hard time in their life when there was no one to help us out. Or even if there were some, they didn't know that they can help us. So we have created the volunteering social network so that everyone will be heard. Here you can see the functional structure of our organization. We organize effective communication between the existing NGOs, charity funds, and student organizations. Together they form our project managers and executive instruments. So this is our organizational structure. Then, on one hand, we have volunteers. They supply help and they receive volunteering opportunities in return. On the other hand, we have the needers, the one who need help. They supply projects by posting their problem and they receive help. Our organization integrates and deals with 3 subjects of volunteering: helpers, needers, and organizations. 20% of Ukrainians have ever been involved in volunteering activity. Most of them are students. There are thousands of existing organizations in Ukraine, and there are millions of people who need different kind of help. So why do they need our product? Needers are informationally isolated and they feel left out. Volunteers cannot find the proper opportunities to realize their resources, their help, and that's why they don't know where to go. And organizations are between them. They always feel the lack of resources on one hand, and they have a lack of cooperation between them on the other. So we provide the communication between them. So what do we offer? Our solution: management by objective. We give projects to volunteers, we give help to the ones who need it, and we give resources, communication, and structure to organizations. So key features of our product: filter. You can use the filter to check the news you want to involve yourself with, to find the opportunities you need. Use the location tracking system to find the volunteering opportunities in your nearest area. We provide the mechanism of recognition and appreciation of volunteering. And Top Social, rating-based contest designed for selection the most community-active volunteers. And here is how our project looks like. You can check out our application on the phones that are given to you. And we've decided to make our project both available for a website and for mobile application. Here you can filter the activities you want to involve yourself with. So it is divided by different sections. Here you post the main skills you possess so that others can use them. And here you can register or either synchronize with existing social networks. Here is how our profile is going to look like. News and volunteering opportunities are represented in a list, calendar, or map mode. You can track one's volunteering activity background by clicking on My Good Deeds. And you can request help by posting it and by posting your problem, or you can look for volunteers on a map and find the ones who have a certain skill who can help you. So here you can see how our map tracking system works. So the projects are enlisted on a map and has the specific icon with them that states their specificity. Market analysis. We can state that there is a positive dynamics of growth of number of social organizations. And 2/3 of all the Ukrainians want to integrate with European Union. What it means? Euro integration. Volunteering is part of its culture. Then features of Ukrainian volunteering market. It is unsystematic, chaotic, but it is rapidly growing. We had 3 booms. Maidan, Euro 2012 and ATO. 80% are students. They are our target audience. And volunteering leads us to civil society. We do not have competitors. We do not compete. We unite all the organizations around Ukraine into one system. Our target audience are students because they are the main source. Our goal, unite helpers. Our positioning is to create a marketplace for them. Our promotion, we will use print, we will use indoor, and we will use digital. It's direct mail, YouTube, and SMM. Stages of our project implementation. Stage 1, we actually develop our project, test it. Stage 2 is we start to amplify it and bring it into life with UX things. Then our team. We are a team of 6 with 1 developer and 1 designer who has made everything you can see here in one night. Just think what we can come up with within a month. We also have 23 volunteers who are developers, programmers, who can help us and start with this project right away. We have connections with numerous student organizations like Student Land, Student Abroad, who has a database of more than 200,000 people, and those organizations are ready to use our product. So we have a place where to use it. Why invest in us? We are volunteers. We have this experience. We are students. We are the biggest force. Our members of organizations, we have the awareness, we have database, and we have a support from different institutions. We are emergency, so we have people who are going to perform it. The only thing we need is financing, and then we can start the project right away and make and solve some problems. VSN, solving minor and major problems. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. I think your demo was more than full. Thank you.
Thank you.
SOS Ukraine is welcome on stage.
Hello, my name is Kirill. I am from Lugansk region. Social project SOS Ukraine, Lugansk region and Lviv region. Ukraine fell on hard times. If you think that you are safe, you are wrong. At any moment, the situation may change in completely unpredictable way. We are telling this to you, people who live in the buffer zone of Lugansk region. people who don't know what will happen in the very next minute and how they behave in these situations. Today, in a few moments, we can turn from people who help refugees to refugees themselves. And it's very scary, because this is inevitable. And if we won't help our neighbors in the towns, then tomorrow we will not help anybody. This project is intended to help all residents of our country, and especially for the people of the east and south of Ukraine. Our project is aimed to inform citizens about their proper action in case of force majeure situations in the form of games. In the form what will be interesting to younger and older generation. Who we target? Next, please. Who we target? Group number 1, residents of the east and south of Ukraine. Age, number. Information obtained from our web application to help people cope with events in the region, ATO, natural and man-made disasters. Group number 2, residents of West, Central and North Ukraine. Age, quantity. Information obtained from our web application will help people to deal with possible emergency situations of natural and technogenic disasters. Group number 3, pupils and students of Ukraine. Web application you can be used in school and college programs in the study of civil defense. This project is very important for the first and second groups and all groups. Government entities don't inform citizens in full. In the internet, information is scattered and discomfort for perception. Internet and the app stores are no analogs of this project. Unique features. Interesting and informative questions. Unique design and novelty ideas, multiple game modes. Relevant information on all regions of Ukraine. Contact all necessary public services in all regions of Ukraine. The market interest. Group number 1, group number 2. Competitive advantage. Innovation, originality, actuality, topicality. Practical information, interactivity, many levels, web and mobile version, government projects. Implementation plan, money for create web and mobile version, promotion of the project maintenance. Establishing relationships with executive authorities to obtain information from her and dissemination of the project in the community. Joint implementation with the executive authorities. Market plan. Stage 1, 2 months. Team, product stage. Market plan, stage 2. Product stage, implementation product with government. Market plan, stage 3. Region, all of Ukraine, funding, product stage. So founders, Semenov Kirill and Plekhodkin Dmitro. In our project, we see a map Ukraine's regions. Dmitro, please. Microphone. Please, microphone for Dmitro. We can travel all over Ukraine with the passage of a variety of interesting jobs, with the scoring and standings. Yes.
Hello. Hello, everybody. I'll show you the demo. So here you can see a map with locations and the topics by which we can study. So let's choose, we can choose a region or a topic for our test. So, for example, we can choose Volyn region and see what topics are there to pass, and also we can choose a single test. Here we see the regions where the test is very useful to know some information about this. So let's choose the topic and move on. Here is the test. For example, this one question. your home is located in a combat zone. What will you do in case of the danger? You can choose some variants. For example, you can leave the house, you can hide in the bathroom, or you can hide in the basement. What will you choose? Let's hide in the bathroom. Oh, it's a wrong answer. You can't hide in the bathroom. You should move to another house, or because your house can be totally destroyed. So that you can study something and move to the next question. There are some more questions. I'll pass them. At the final stage, you can earn some gaming prizes, bonuses, some badges that will motivate you to study and to get your interest. Also, as a bonus, you can get some useful information by region about organization, some maybe materials, some phone numbers that can help you in a difficult situation. That's it for demo. Kirill, let's move on.
Project SOS Ukraine saves the life of Ukrainian citizens, informing them how to behave when the military attacks, first aid, evacuation, floods, fires, and so on. Life saved is a strong state. Concerted and coordinated actions of citizens is to help the army. There is nothing more important in life than life itself. Thank you.
True. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Social Bank project is welcome on stage. Social Bank. Anyone from Social Bank?
Hello, everybody. I would like to represent our project, the Social Bank, from hands to hands. It's a meeting point from the social responsible business and benefit organizations. A few words about our background. Reduction of the citizen solvency is 19% the rate of inflation. Increase of the number of internal migrants. You can see that. So we have a problem. Extra resources within the large enterprises, wholesale networks and retail trade, a large number of immigrants without sufficient means for life, and the needs of vulnerable people. So I would like to tell you a few words about our goal. We would like to help people or social responsible business. They have extra resources to share. So it's a distribution platform to increase the social responsibility of the citizens. The project concept, creation of web portal where social responsible businesses can provide extra resources for public benefit organizations. So we would like to create a social bank which consists of bank of products, bank of clothes, bank of time, and bank of drugs. I would like to tell you that we have already, what will be done? Collection of excess resources, disclosure of the information about available resources, and accumulation of the needs of citizens using the web portal, and providing services resources management. And we would like also to do logistics. So how it works? At first, we have requests from the client to non-government organization, and then non-government organization can register it in the social bank, and then non-government organization can choose resources and business provides its needs. And then we providing it to the clients. It's our web portal from hands to hands. It's a prototype of this portal. It's a marketplace where the individuals and the social responsible business can provide goods, and non-government organization, benefit organization can choose what they need for this. It's like a marketplace, and it's possible to choose what you need for. So we would like to do it in Lvov and Vinnytsia, and it will be the pilot project there. You know, big companies have produced for the long-term products, and they need to sell it in 2 weeks or 1 month, and then in 1 week they know that it won't be sell, and it's possible that we can provide these goods for the non-profit organizations. And okay, why are we special? We are helping private business to provide social responsibility function. We're given chance to help everyone in shaping and creating the new volunteer. Our innovations. We are the first multitask social bank in the world, social bank that can unite all resources and Ukrainian social space that helps business to provide social responsibility function. Our team. A network of 5,000 public activists in 12 Ukrainian regions. We have 31 partnerships, NGO organizations. We have made evaluation of this organization so we can trust this organization. Cooperation experience with international donors and institutions. It's our social bank.
All right, thank you. The questions that I have are mostly related to internally displaced people. So you said that the testing ground for your project will be located in Vinnytsia and Lviv. In my opinion, social bank is much needed in those regions which are very close to the military zone of anti-terrorist operation, which are Mariupol, which are Kharkiv maybe, Poltava, whatever it is, where people basically can get to easily from the military zone. And you prefer to focus as far as possible from them. Why?
I understand your question. We are doing a lot of activities in this region. I mean, where we have military forces, and we are providing many goods, and it will be also held. We don't have site now, but we are providing this for military regions. But there are a lot of people in Vinnytsia and Lvov from Lugansk, for example. And for example, I have child, and the child need some clothes or something like it. And I can use this web portal, and we will provide this information in 2 minutes to our partner organization in Vinnytsia. And this woman from Vinnytsia, she came from Lugansk to Vinnytsia. She can get this in 2 minutes. Not in 2 minutes, in 1 day. Sorry.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. Any other questions? No. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause to these people. Why not? So, the last but not the least project is called Donor UA. And I believe its primarily focus is on blood donors.
Hello, my name is Ira. Oh, I'm sorry.
I want to ask you, when do you feel the time is running out? When you're in this restless city, where everybody has their own space. When everybody has their own needs and tons of problems, important but not very much so. When you're expecting an important call, but have no time to phone your parents. At this moment, time is ticking away, but for everyone in their own way. Share your time.
Here you can find a lot of clocks, watches, where you can choose what if you want to donate blood and register like a blood donor, or to engage others to share the information on the website. And now we would like to share with you with our project mobile application Donor VA. Very difficult system.
It's okay, you may just continue, just to keep things moving.
We represent here our mobile application for blood donors that could make the process to find blood donor and the recipient much quicker than we have here already in Ukraine. Because there are no one system, one blood bank, and there are no choice to find very quick blood donors. How to use this? Okay, about our project. The design of the website, it's our new web design that we made here already during the hackathon. We making this project just because to make the quickest way to communicate with blood donors. Already we have 3,000 blood donors, and already we have each year 5,000 children that have cancer. They are recipients, and to attract, of course, potential young blood donors. Of course, it is also the convenient way for blood donors to get current needs, control own data, choose how and whom to help, share the information about the activities. Who we target? Of course, blood donors, recipients, and the volunteers. Volunteers need us as attracting of any activities, to provide any events. Of course, blood donor popularization of our information. Also, we need recipients, because we need to provide our blood donors the way, show the way when, whom and where they should donate their blood. We already have the single database, and you could, or recipients could quick search, and also it is auto-suggested donors, so you could very quickly search for the donors. And for blood donors, of course, single database that we already have, as I told, 3,000 blood donors. It is like an information service. They could control, because they will be his or her personal profile to communicate with each other. And of course, it's a way to attract new members. So our solution, web system with the existing database of blood donors, recipients, volunteers, and blood centers, automation system for searching, filtering, and suggesting donors, motivation system based on gamification, because we have not only this project and 7 projects, API for mobile developers, mobile applications for iOS, Android, Windows Phone, and working on SPMnet and Azure. Our most important competitive advantages that we have only our organization, all Ukrainian organization, we have the existing database of blood donors recipients that covers 16 big cities of Ukraine. We have already 8 years of experience in this area and strong technical team, as you see. I am, and 8 years of experience, and Alexander Krakovetsky and his team. So our roadmap, what we've done already and what we have, web solution with API, prototype is available on these links. And what we are planning to do, it's mobile application published on app stores. We already have the some. And in 2015, improved the system and coordinating with most of blood donation centers. What do we need? Money. To finish our web solution, create single database, API, implement the API, basic marketing for attracting blood donors that we already completed for 60%. And what we need more is money for creating mobile apps. We have already started, but not enough. Support, marketing, conduct public events, connecting with the pros. So thank you very much. And you could help us every Wednesday. We are waiting you at Okhmadit from 9 till 12 at Isakiana Street. So please, you could be a donor.
Thank you. Do you have a working prototype? Do you have a working prototype?
Do we have Alexander Krakovetsky prototype? Yes.
All right. It's a pity that you didn't show it. All right. Any questions?
Thank you for your presentation. Do you have any cooperation system with the hospitals?
Of course. Without hospitals, we do not work.
How you cooperate with them?
Directly with all hospitals in the 16 cities, with blood centers, with state medical hospitals, but not with the private hospitals, because we couldn't do them this opportunity.
Okay.
One more question about engaging new hospitals and individuals. What is your strategy? How you will share your network and your service between individual donors or individual recipients and both hospitals?
We are trying to work with the hospitals directly. We only just come to them and give the information that we have blood donors. Please have our advertisement, and every hospital has our advertisement. All recipients know about us. Also, we have some informational materials, because we have not only this project, also 7 projects, and we are going to the festivals on the street. We gave some information.
Okay, good. Thank you. So basically, that was the last presentation. And right now, everyone who wants to see the winner of this competition, just stay here. I take all judges with me to Speaker's Lounge just to discuss, to make a short discussion of our voting results, and we'll be back in 5 minutes just to announce the winner and basically give the prize. Thank you.